My first panic attack I was about 21 years old. I had just had surgery about a week before, and I actually remember it vividly. I was driving in the car down a road I went down every single day. It was a major road in our town, and I had my best friend in the passenger seat, and my son was in the car seat in the back. And it was a normal day. Everything was fine. We were goofing around and laughing, and out of the clear blue, my heart just started racing, and my hands were getting sweaty and clammy, and I felt like I was sweating, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't catch a breath. Um, it felt like someone was actually sitting on my chest, and I couldn't breathe. And I panicked, and I pulled over to the side of the road and just asked my best friend if he can take me home as quickly as possible. I jumped in the back seat, and I laid down, and he couldn't drive fast enough. I just kept, yelling, "Go faster, go faster." Um, by the time I got home, my symptoms seemed to improve. I was feeling better pretty quickly, and but it still really scared me. So that was a Sunday, and the next morning I called a cardiologist and told them that I thought I had a heart attack, and so they had me come in the same day, and I was fine. I was fine that night. I was fine that whole day, and once I got close to the cardiologist, um, the symptoms, my heart started racing again, my hands got clammy, and I just felt like I couldn't breathe all over again, the exact same symptoms. But I was almost there, so I continued going, and once I got inside, I remember there were people sitting down, and I couldn't even sit. I was pacing back and forth in the room. So they got me in right away, ahead of other people, and they ran an EKG and some other tests, and everything came back normal. I didn't have a heart attack, and I was fine. And he knew right away it was a panic attack. So from that day on, it's 20 years later, and I still to this day deal with anxiety and panic attacks. Sometimes I'm better, sometimes I'm worse. Um, at my worst part, I'm like almost confined to the house. I could barely go, even down the street. And the toughest part about that people don't understand is that when you're at your worst and you're stuck in your house, you can't just go to a doctor's. You feel like you can't get to a doctor's office. So getting treatment is sometimes really rough.